There's a major crisis facing healthcare facilities management. We have aging employees, aging buildings, and aging infrastructure. We've created the Healthcare Facilities Network, a content network designed specifically to help solve for these three pressing issues in healthcare facilities management. We bring on thought leaders and experts from across healthcare facilities management, all the way from the C-suite to the technician level, because at the end of the day, we're all invested in solving the aging issue. Thanks for tuning in. Look at our videos. You will find that as a theme across our content. This is the Healthcare Facilities Network. I'm your host, Peter Martin. Hello, Peter Martin, Healthcare Facilities Network, coming to you live from the Texas Association of Healthcare Facilities Managers. So we're going to be trying something a little bit different here at TAHFM. We're going to have interviews with folks, but trying a new concept, kind of to bring the conference to you in a way we haven't done it before, so you can see what's going on. Some of the nightlife, some of the events, some of the filming. We have the concept in our head. How it comes out, well, we'll see. But it's going to be a busy week. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy this coverage. If you have ideas for how we can improve, maybe do something a little differently, we're all ears. So please send us your feedback. So for now, and for this empty exhibit hall, I'm going to sign off. Thanks. Hope you keep watching.
Peak has vacancies for boiler operators, stationary engineers. You don't have any applications. People are not willing to come and work 24/7.
For you who may be watching this saying, AI, I don't have time, I don't want to learn it. I thought one of the strengths of Shay's presentation was you kind of made it practical. Like if you are that person who's watching this saying, I can't learn it, I don't have time to learn it. Well, Shay's presentation took you to that square, and I'd like you to get started. I'd like to talk about that. But first, Shay's talked about Charlie, so I thought it was the way you started your presentation. Probably 1 minute in, there was, Shay's talking, and then there came a voice. And I happen to be sitting, and so I'm pointing over kind of towards where the speaker, the audio visual, the AV people were. And so Shay stops talking, and all of a sudden there's this voice.
I've got Charlie here as my partner today on the presentation. Charlie, are you there?
I'm right here.
All right, can you give a quick introduction to let everyone know how you'll be helping us on the presentation today?
You got it. Throughout the session, I'll jump in to show how AI can transform some of the daily tasks we're talking about, whether it's summarizing, drafting, or planning. I'll keep it quick and practical so you can see exactly how this applies to your work.
So Jim is a great guy in the healthcare facilities management space. Jim comes to all these conferences, and we're trying something a little bit different, doing people in the street interviews. So Jim, let me ask you first thing, how's the TAHFM conference been for you?
It's been great, very well attended, and lots of great conversations and great seminars to be part of.
So Jim goes to lots of hospitals across the United States. He sees a lot. Jim, you told me a story once about one of your client hospitals that you walked into. Can you tell our audience?
Awesome. So I've been working with the same hospital for 10 years, and they gave us a steam trap survey that a previous vendor had done, and it had 210 traps. And this year we were able to identify over 500 traps after 10 years of working with the facility, just identifying more and more areas that are buried in ceilings and behind walls, and being able to identify where those energy savings are for them.
How does the lack of employees impact you? Because that's the true magic of this story.
So what we found is that, anybody who knows anything about STEAM is either dying or retiring, and that's why hospitals are having a hard time hiring people that actually understand STEAM as well as we do. And I think that's really where we've been able to find a really good niche and help hospitals save significant energy.
When we talk about the lack of employees coming into healthcare facilities management, we don't always think of steam traps. You usually think of the big picture director of FM, but you're finding it even down into the trades and into the folks who make these hospitals go on a daily basis. It's impacting?
Yes, there are less people getting into the trades of the hospitals, and less people getting into trades in general. And what I found is that the lack of knowledge and the understanding of actually the built infrastructure for the hospital, that's really where we can come in and help.
So TAHFM, Texas Association of Healthcare Facilities Management, from the floor with my friend David Trask, who travels the world, but now he's here in person. David, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How's the conference been for you?
It's been great. I mean, a lot of good activity, a lot of people coming through the booth asking a lot of great questions. I think at the end of the day, everybody's really learning from each other, and the sessions are it's about that.
So David is, he's got a great eye for the industry. You might see him when he travels in airplanes to Hawaii, but tell us, David, what are you seeing for like a trend over the past year or so?
I think at the end of the day, everybody's trying to figure out, AI. Where does that fit in our world? And facilities could be kind of all over the board because different levels that people are embracing that type of new technologies. But that's the hot topic. But also energy. That's the other thing that I'm hearing a lot is people are trying to figure out how they can save my energy, working on different processes, sensor technology. That's another thing I'm hearing a lot.
So AI and energy. Let me ask you a question. How far ahead or behind is healthcare?
I think it's much further ahead than other industries. I think next in line would probably be higher. But at the end of the day, I think they're light years ahead because they've already started utilizing sensor technologies and other things to really figure out how they can save money and also leverage information to better manage their building.
So that answer is why I love to have David Trask on the full episodes, but since we're here on the floor, we're going to cut it short. David, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So Peter Martin here on the TAHFM floor with my friend Joe Stockman from FSI. Joe, how has the conference been so far?
Oh, the conference has been great. We've had the existing customers stop by. So we have a huge customer base here in Texas. So it's great to see people I've seen for years. I also talked to some prospective new lines as well.
So when I think of Joe and FSI, I think data. Joe, one of the big themes here has been data. Talk to us about data, especially the importance of data with CMMSs.
Yeah, FSI was founded on data. Well, we didn't actually start as a software company. We started as a data gathering company, populating a multitude of CMMSs. And we just, through working with them, we decided that we wanted to build our own and build it better and build it easier. And that's what we did. We built it with our floor plan based model here, which I'm showing here with our CMS View product. And also we're totally healthcare, so we focused on our compliance reporting where we have our built-in reporting compliance module, ties everything to Joint Commission, DNV, any other authorities having jurisdiction. So, and the data just fills in the report. You close work orders, it fills in the report. So it's all about getting good data.
So Joe is a Pittsburgh guy, even though he's lost his accent because he lives in Florida now. Joe, you've been in the industry for 20 plus years. What is one of the biggest changes you have seen from when you entered to now?
The biggest change, I've actually 30 years, just past the 30-year mark in the CMMS.
Trying to make you younger.
It started when Windows was just coming out. So the biggest change I've seen is everything being online and at your fingertips and being remote. You don't have to be in the hospital to get to your data. You can get to it from anywhere. So that's one of the more exciting changes that's happened.
And actually, if you follow Joe on LinkedIn, you see that he travels quite a bit. So what he says is what he does. Joe, thank you.
Thanks, Peter.
Hello and welcome to the Healthcare Facilities Network. I am your host, Peter Martin, joined by my very special guest this morning, Taylor Vaughn, president of
TAHFM.
What does TAHFM stand for?
The Texas Association of Healthcare Facilities Management. So it's the Texas chapter of ASHE.
We are at Wednesday. How is the conference going for you?
It's been so great. I'm so exhausted, but it has been awesome. I haven't heard final numbers yet, but every year we get a little bit better and a little bit better attendance. So I'm hoping we're around 900. It's a lot, and it's just been 3.5 days, almost 4 days of just nonstop education, networking, and try to throw in some fun stuff. And we had so much food, so I hope people enjoyed it. We really try to make it special for y'all and make sure you have a good time.
How did you kick off the concert? How'd you kick off Sunday night?
It was a concert. So we start Sunday night with the president's reception. And this year, John Wilson was the past Region 7, ASHI Region 7 board member. And he's from Texas. And he approached me and said, hey, I have a band. And we've been together since college. They're called Excalibur. And he was like, I would love to play on Sunday night if you'll have me. And I was like, that is amazing. And so him and his band of like 7 guys played all these old songs, the Eagles and Chicago, and things like that. Old to me. And
Not old to me.
they were so good. And the whole band was up there just smiling the whole time. And it was awesome. So such a great way to kick off the conference.
You kicked it off with a concert last night. Tell folks about last night.
So the last night of the conference, we always have casino night, and it was packed. We had a DJ, tons of poker table, blackjack, craps, roulette. We had giant beer pong with like people-sized cups. We had darts. We had giant Jenga. We had cornhole. We had food, desserts, drinks, obviously. I think I said DJ, everybody was dancing. It was so fun, and it was the place to be. We gave out awesome prizes for people who are good at poker, which is not me, but really, really fun night.
What are some of the challenges of getting people to the conference? How do you attract them to the conference, and how do you get people? Like, people have so many demands these days. You have a demand. You're a manager.
Definitely.
How do you get on people's calendars? How do you make it a priority for them?
Definitely. Well, I mean, we schedule it way out ahead. We have a lot of sponsorships or scholarships that we can give to people. So many scholarships. If your hospital won't pay for you to come, we will help you try to get here. But Texas is such a large state, so we try to move around every city every year. So last year we were in Austin. This year we were near Dallas. Next year we'll be at Houston. So we try to move around so you don't always have to travel. And maybe if the conference is in your city, you can send more of your technicians. But that's a couple ways. And like I said, if you need to fly here, let us know. We'll help you pay for it. We want to get you here any way we can. So we really try to make it as accessible as we can for every corner of Texas.
Do you guys do scholarships?
We do. We have several different scholarships, all geared around education. They're all on our website, and we just opened up a new scholarship honoring Ruben Garcia, who is very passionate about education. So if you're thinking about taking your CHMM or studying for it, let us know, and we'll help you, just like Ruben would have wanted. He wanted people to get their CHMM. He wanted people to have education, so we're trying to honor his legacy in that way.
Wow. How difficult is it, Taylor, to, and I know you have a group who supports, so all of you working together, but to come up with education that is impactful and relevant to what folks are going through?
So one of the ways is we have an app for the conference where people can leave us comments. So like last year, we got a lot of comments saying, I want more AI, I want more AI. So we were able to bring in Shay Ray Corn, who did an awesome presentation on just really AI basics. But we also opened it up for abstract submissions. And we got over 100 submissions for abstracts for the conference from facilities managers and industry partners from around the state. So the conference planning committee sits down in person in January, and we go through every single one of these, and we say, okay, this would be good for the conference. Let's get it down. Some of them we may save for later. Some of them we may say, hey, do you want to come back and do a webinar? But that's one of the ways is people submit abstracts, and they come and they present and they volunteer their time.
And I have to say, so this is my second year coming to TAHFM. I was in Austin last year. You guys, I mean, it does have the big conference feel.
Yeah.
To it.
It does.
It doesn't have as many people as ASHI, but it feels like you're going to the annual.
It's the exact same structure as ASHI. Yeah. So we start Sunday, 2 full days, Monday, Tuesday, and then half day Wednesday. We have general sessions. We have, I think, 8 different times of breakout sessions where you'll have 4 different options. Obviously, it'd be a huge exhibit hall. We had, I think, 80 or 85 vendors this year with booths. Every year I get angry emails from vendors saying I didn't get a booth, which I totally understand. The booths sell out in like 20 minutes. So if you're trying to get a booth next year, we post the time that it's going to be open, either at your computer ready to go and have a couple people waiting to get in. That's the best way to do it. But yeah, it's the same structure as ASHI, and we're really lucky in that regard because we have so many people who submit abstracts to make that happen, and we have so many sponsors to help us fund this conference. So we're very lucky in that aspect.
One final question. You guys here in Texas are a little bit different the way, well, in many ways, right? I didn't even mean it that way, but you're also different in that as a president, you do a 2-year term. Most of the chapters around the I don't know how many others do 2-year terms. I don't know of many.
I'm not sure. So it's a 2-year term, but it's really a 6-year term. So I was president-elect for 2 years, and I'll be president for 2 years, and then I'll be past president for 2 years. So it's a very long commitment, but the good part is that those three positions work together as a team. So it's not as much burden on one person. So I can lean on those other 2 people, which is Jacob McCall and Della Barrios right now, and say, hey, here's the problem I'm having. What do y'all think? What should we do? And if I can't make something, they're there to back me up, or vice versa. And that just makes it so much easier. So it is a long commitment, but it's so worth it.
But is there anything that has surprised you as president now that you didn't expect or weren't anticipating?
Just I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm trying to be really visible at the conference.
You have been.
Thank you. And it's hard because I'm just one person, but I really did make an effort to go to all the sessions I could. I tried to make it all to all the vendor booths, and that did not happen. But that is a lot. And I was telling somebody this morning, I was like, I'm very tired, but it's only 4 days. I mean, you can be tired for 4 days, so it's okay. But yeah, just trying to be visible is a challenge, but it's okay. It's worth it.
Nice. Well, you've done a great job. The team has done a great job. Are you back touring tomorrow, or are you taking any time?
I did take the rest of the week off. I'm gonna go home and sleep a little.
Well, Taylor Vaughn, president of TAHFM, thank you for joining us.
Thanks. Thank you.
If you want to be a guest on a future episode of the Healthcare Facilities Network, go to healthcarefacilitiesnetwork.com and let us know who you are and what you want to talk about, because together we can solve this critical aging issue.